We got an Origin laptop.
Yeah.
I'll be doing like some more reviews. So a review video of that laptop is going to be coming out. Got you guys so hyped for a review.
One eternity later.
It is finally time for the review. Hello everyone, Shinto coming at you with the review everyone has been waiting for, or at least if you were at my channel a year ago, you've been waiting for. Panos Kokalis, if I mispronounce your name, I sincerely apologize, commented, "Thank you for your comment. I am so sorry it has taken so long. But not going to dwell on the past. We're going to take a look at this laptop right now." So, addressing some of your questions. You asked, did I pay for the laptop? As a matter of fact, I bought this with my own money. I've wanted an Origin for a long time, but before I did get this Origin, I did do a lot of research in other laptops to make certain that I wasn't just going with the name brand that I appreciated. Okay, so the specs on this laptop. It is an Origin PC NT15. It has customizable backlit keyboard, 180p IPS matte display, a GTX 1070 8GB DDR5, 8th gen i7 7700HQ 2.8 GHz, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, a 250GB Samsung 960 EVO PCI NVMe M.2, and a 2TB Seagate 2.5 FireCuda flash accelerated hard drive. Now, before I get into the benchmarks that I did on the laptop, I want to go over just some physical aspects of the laptop. First off, now I can't toss it around because I am actually using this as my audio interface, but we can unplug it. It's fine, whatever. Okay, so it is a very thin laptop. Take a look right here. This sucker is very thin, which is really, really awesome for, you know, putting it in my backpack, carrying it around, whatever, sitting anywhere, basically. Like, this is, you know, from Origin. Everybody knows them as a gaming laptop company, but I easily could take this and sit in a board meeting. Not that I would want to sit in a board meeting because, well, the name gives it away. They're boring, but I would be comfortable taking this into a board meeting. At the same time, I can go ham and game like crazy on this if I want to. I've actually gamed very minimally on this. I did buy it for school. I've done a lot of editing. Any of the videos that I have made since the review, since the unboxing of this laptop, have been edited on this laptop. As far as the editing experience goes, that has been absolutely phenomenal. The keyboard feels great. I know That's weird to say with editing, but whatever. The keyboard feels great. The trackpad's great. I don't know how to compare it to an Apple trackpad. I don't know who to compare it to. It's pretty good though. It's probably the best trackpad that I've ever had in a laptop. The keyboard is slick. It's got the very thin chiclet keys. The backlit is not individual. It's not individual keys. It has 3 points. I don't know if Origin is going to make an upgrade for that in the future or not, but the 3 sections still do look pretty cool. It is fully customizable as well, or I'd say fully, but you understand what I mean. You can customize the 3 sections. So I have been working with this laptop for a year now. It's actually been slightly over a year, and while I know some of the specs, like it having a 1070 in it, isn't technically, top of the line anymore, because Origin is offering the 20 series cards in their laptops now, which if you guys are interested, you should check that out. Though the other thing that I love about these is Origin laptops are hand built. Which I think is pretty cool, let's be honest. So talking about Origin and it being hand built, I did have a couple problems. They weren't massive problems. Well, one of them kind of was. But I want to talk about the customer service. The customer service for Origin is actually phenomenal. I called them. So I had 2 problems, but all in all, I think I called them 4 times. And I never. Let me think about this. Yeah, I never waited for someone to answer. I had to think about that. I never waited for someone to answer. Someone always answered immediately when I called their customer service. They are extremely helpful. They are very knowledgeable. The 2 problems that I had, my keyboard basically, for lack of a better way of explaining it, got cancer. One of my keys died, and at first it was just, it was not harder to press, but I needed to press it harder for it to actually actuate, which I thought was really weird. And then all of a sudden, that key stopped. That key stopped working, and then it started spreading to the other keys, and that was a serious problem. So I called, and I didn't have time to send my laptop to Florida, to Origin. So they actually sent the keyboard to me, and my friend Traxxas, who some of you may know, helped me with that. It was actually very easy to do. We just followed the instructions that came right there with the keyboard, and that went really well. The installation was perfect. Then the other issue that I had was actually the beginning of this year, 2019. I started a sound design class in film school, and found that my aux port didn't work. Completely broken. Don't know what happened. Don't know what was wrong. So I reached out to support. This time I did actually send them the laptop, and they did get it fixed for me and got it back to me, and it went really well. It actually went really well. These laptops do have a warranty on them, and I was still within the warranty. So, no cost for parts. So, if and when if you get an Origin laptop, take a look at the insurance that's on them, or the warranty that's on them. If you're really concerned, maybe go with a higher end warranty. I just went with the basic one, and the basic one was enough for me. All right, taking a look at how it's been performing. Now, I didn't run these tests when I first got the laptop, so this laptop has been used for a year now. Gaming occasionally and editing all the time. web browsing and all that stuff. Everything, just whatever you would use a laptop for, I have used it for, roughly speaking, generally speaking. And let's take a look at the specs. I played World of Warcraft. I know some of you may not play World of Warcraft, but for those of you that do, here are the specs and how it went. When I was playing solo, I was averaging hundreds of frames a second. So in the low hundreds. And then when I was in a raid group, I got mid 50s FPS. So that performed very well. And I was also on NVIDIA's recommended settings, which were pretty high. Then we also tested Division 2. In the Division 2, with NVIDIA's recommended high settings, I average 60 FPS. Considering when I built this laptop, I opted for a 60 Hz monitor, I'd say that's pretty good. Now, we did also do some benchmarks with 3D Mark. We did Time Spy benchmark, which is a DirectX 12 benchmark. The graphics score was 4,650, getting 30 FPS and 26 FPS. And the CPU test did 14 FPS. The CPU temps peaked at 87 degrees Celsius for that test. We also did the Firestrike test for high-performance gaming PCs. Got a graphics score of 11,934, getting 67 FPS and 56 FPS, and a CPU test of 33 FPS. In this one, the CPU temps peaked at 80 degrees. Then we also did the Skydiver test for gaming laptops. This is one that's specifically designed for a laptop like this. The graphics score got a 27,533, getting 211 FPS and 222 FPS. And the CPU test got roughly around, when you average it, about 70 FPS. And the CPU temps peaked at 86 degrees. If you want to see where those tests fall, roughly speaking, they were generally pretty high. If you want to see where those tests fell compared to other laptops and other computers, you can just go to 3D Mark. Just search them on Google. Overall, I have really been enjoying this laptop. I had the 2 hiccups with the issues with it, but this is a really awesome laptop. Origin does an absolutely phenomenal job. And I recommend their laptops for anyone that is interested in gaming or editing at all. They're great laptops. When I did the research for this laptop, I set my wants aside basically as far as the brand name goes, and I did a bunch of research, and for the specs on this laptop a year ago, Origin PC had the lowest price. So Origin, thank you for making an awesome product, and I hope you guys enjoy this review. If I missed something or if you have other questions, let me know, and I will either make another video answering questions or just mention it in the comments. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So just remember, whatever game you play, whenever you play, good luck, have fun, and don't die. Until the next video, Shintil out.